truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. Hit like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Be cool, city lights shining so bright. Fine dining nights feels right. Flights to places far from sight. Get right, ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Underneath the neon glow, life is fast but take it slow. Every moment like a show. Let's go. Dancing through the night, we got energy flows we can't hide. Feel alive, we outside. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless reading but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Stay cool.
Hey, nobody bigger than the program.
Here we are again. Chrisean Rock is diabolical. She talk about taking this man's life. She's petty. She should have thought about all that while he was in jail to hold it down for him. Instead of going out here fucking all these different guys and having sex with all these different guys and dragging his name through the mud, that she should have been trying to reconcile while he was locked up. And now she's paying the price, and now she's being very diabolical.
Ate up. Like, I don't know how much disrespect I'm gonna keep taking from from his father. Be honest, bro. Cause that nigga about to lose his life. Keep playing with my son. Swear to God. Babe, somebody need to save Blueface. Hashtag save Blueface. Don't say it now. Because when it's too late, I don't want to hear save Blueface when it's too late. It's all right. His address is 186.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at...
When she comes out and says some shit like that. Because she's petty. Women are petty. What you mean he gonna lose his life? That's not even his son. You went and got pregnant by another man. You went when he went to jail, and you went to have sex with 2 other men. So 3 men you fucked while in a relationship with him. You stopped accepting his calls. And now that he's out, you expect him to forgive you for everything and go back to how everything was. Just like that.
Ate up. Like, I don't know how much disrespect I'm gonna keep taking from from his father. Be honest, bro. Cause that nigga about to lose his life. Keep playing with my son. Swear to God. Babe, somebody need to save Blueface. Hashtag save Blueface.
And she's in her emotions. She's in her feelings because he's moved on. He's moving on in his life. And women don't like that, man. Women don't like to see you winning. And he's winning. See, she thought, oh, well, he's nothing without me. So I can do what I want. Fuck who I want. And when he get out, he gonna fucking need me. And now that Blueface has moved on in his life, like he's supposed to, because obviously you two are not compatible. Obviously you two are not a quality couple together. You guys argue a lot, you fight a lot, you're promiscuous. You guys are not for each other, and now you're upset, and now you're gonna threaten this man. Now, you see what I'm saying? And this is the type of stuff that women do, right? When they can't have their way.
Ate up. Like, I don't know how much disrespect I'm gonna keep taking from from his father. Be honest, bro. Cause that nigga about to lose his life. Keep playing with my son. Swear to God. Babe, somebody need to save Blueface. Hashtag save Blueface.
How's she gonna say some shit like that? You were the one out here, getting pregnant by different. Just not even his kid. You can clearly see in this picture, this kid does not look like him. And then y'all take the lie detector test, and you were being promiscuous. And then when you went to jail, you went and got new boyfriends, 2, the blood dude and some crip dude. Chrisean, you're reckless. You are reckless. And did you expect when he got out of jail, you expected him just to take you back like nothing happened? You petty. Chrisean, you're petty. Because you don't want to accept accountability for your fucking actions. These are your results when you act like a hoe. These are the results you get when you go out here and you always constantly fighting with your man. You always got something smart to say. You know every motherfucking thing. You got this plans in your head. And now you talking about take his life? It might be. But I don't know, man. She seems dangerous. I don't know, D. I don't know. Hit the like button, y'all. Subscribe if you're new. Welcome to the show. But this just shows that women are petty. Chrisean was being promiscuous. She was disrespecting his name, her name, the child. Chrisean, your child will be able to look at this 13, 20 years down the line and see the hoe you was. You are the woman that you said you weren't supposed to be. And now you want to threaten this man. Now you want to put things out here on the internet because you want to try to shame him, guilt trip him, so he come back running to you. Blueface moved on, baby. Let it go. You got to let it go. Blueface has moved on. He's having his way like Burger King. The fuck?
Don't say it now. Because when it's too late, I don't want to hear save Blueface when it's too late. It's all right. His address is 186.
And then she throws his address out there. This woman is diabolical. Why would you put his address? Why would you throw his address on there? Because this is what happened when women don't want to accept accountability for their actions. Now they want to blame the man. She want to blame him now. Chrisean, you was the one out there serving that coochie up like it was a buffet. Nobody told you to do that. He was locked up. You don't think he was hearing that shit in jail? You didn't put no respect on his name. If anything, Chrisean, I understand nobody's perfect. When he went to jail, you should have seen that as an opportunity to step up and say, you know what? I'm going to do this to reconcile with the man I love. No, what'd you do? You went out and fucked, got 2 new boyfriends. Not even 90 days, 30 days in, you had a new boyfriend. 30 days. Damn. 30 days in, she had a new man. Then that lasted about 3 months. Then 3 months later, she had another new man. Then she wasn't putting no money on his books. Then she wasn't going to, visit him. Then she wasn't accepting his phone calls. She was out here getting fucked by some other niggas. Get her back blown out. And soon as he touched down, thank you, Sharon Thornhill. Thank you. Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. But then when he walk out of prison, you expect him and you and your son just to be one happy motherfucking family. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, welcome to the show. But this Chrisean, you're very beautiful. You're not that talented. You can't sing, you can't dance, but you could twerk. But you had a man pull you out the mud, put you on. Okay, he might have had a few different women here and there, but you benefited from him in a major way. And now that he doesn't want to work it out with you no more, now that he has moved on, you don't want to work it out. Now you talking about take him out, put his address on a. Why would you leak his address on a live like that? That's not no fake news. That's some real shit. Now, what she has done is incriminate herself. If anything happens to Blueface in the next few years, they're coming to hunt you down, baby girl. Sorry. And they're going to use this against you in court. Remember, gentlemen and ladies, anything you say on this internet or anywhere can and will be used against you in a court of law. And if something happens to Blueface, they will play this to the jury.
Ate up. Like, I don't know how much disrespect I'm gonna keep taking from from his father. Be honest, bro. Cause that nigga about to lose his life. Keep playing with my son. Swear to God. Babe, somebody need to save Blueface. Hashtag save Blueface. Don't say it now. Cause when it's too late, I don't want to hear save Blueface when it's too late. It's alright. His address is 186.
Just remember, if anything happens to Blueface within the next facts around here, we need to find that. We need to find that real DNA. She didn't, and she's so cold, she didn't put his name on the birth certificate. But Chrisean, you need to understand, if anything happens to Blueface, this will be played in front of a jury. You can talk about, I didn't do it. Oh, no, I didn't do it. They will play. Anything you say on these YouTube streets can and will be used against you in the court of law. So what she did is just, if anything happens, she leaked the address too. Oh man, this is the emotional output. This is her leaning on her emotions. Thank you, Sharon. she's so emotional that she's not even realizing that she's incriminating herself. Stupid. This is reckless behavior. But once again, Chrisean, you should have thought about all this. Blueface went to jail for 2 years. I think he did 8 months on a 2-year sentence, right? At that, yourself, you know what? I fucked up a lot. I fucked up with my man. I need to get right. I'm going to hold him down. No, you went out and got you not one, but 2 new boyfriends. And you was getting your back blown out at Streamer University. I don't get it. And then as soon as he gets out, you running to the studio, you run to his house. Baby, I missed you. But you think you would think that should hurt him? You didn't put no respect on his name. And these were the women felt the accountability part of the internal conflict. Because they don't want to hold themselves accountable, they lash out and say things like this. This is why they destroy families, left and right. Because they don't think what they did was wrong. Chrisean doesn't think what she did was wrong. Her fucking all those niggas. And on top of that, she didn't put the nigga name on the birth certificate. She didn't put Blueface name on the birth certificate. And that baby do not look like him. Are you not ashamed? Are you not embarrassed? This is why you don't want to do the DNA test. This is why you don't want to do the DNA test. Or you haven't been done the DNA test. Because that's all it takes. That's all it takes. One DNA test. Even Steve Wilco have reached out to Chrisean on multiple occasions, because he wants to shoot, he does the DNA thing. So, this brings big views to his show. He reached out to Chrisean to say, hey, I will do the DNA tests to see if Blueface is the father. And you responded to Steve Wilco that I'm not doing that shit. Leave me alone. I don't answer calls. But once again, right, Chrisean is reckless. She's not acting like a mother. When you're saying things like this on the internet, talking about killing somebody, that is reckless. And this is why I don't agree with women should automatically get the kids. I think if the two divorce or the couple break up, the courts need to mandate a psychic evaluation to see who's the most competent to take on that child as a custodial parent. I think it should be, both parents should go through a process. It ain't just, here, you're the mom, you get the kids. Because this right here is poor parenting. You're saying this, while you have a kid who's going to grow up one day, the internet's forever, and you're talking about, you, unquote, you want to kill someone? And this is why women have to be protected from themselves. Because once their emotions take over, they no longer think clearly anymore. That was not a motherly, smart, protect my kid, protect my family thing to do, to get up here and issue out threats of violence to the mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Facts. Facts, Patricia. And his dad. She crazy. Damn. That's not her first body? Oh, shit. She might have got Ronnie. She might have took out Ronnie, huh? I don't know. It was convenient. As soon as Blueface got out, the hit was put on Ronnie. She wanted, because she's probably trying to reconcile with Blueface, but Blueface, he's human, man. He might be pretend he the super crip and all this shit. But the one thing about men, we do have a sense of pride about ourselves. And then, especially a young millionaire, you know, he's not gonna take you, Chrisean. He's not gonna take you serious, at least, because you didn't put no respect on his name. Because remember, like I said, I'm not saying Blueface is perfect, but Chrisean, he put you on. He put you on, Chrisean. He took you out the mud. He took you out the mud and helped you with opportunity, you know, put you on these little reality shows, you know, because he got the connections. All you had to do is fight and act your normal self, and you blew up. You even have a following. But what happened is when he went to jail, you thought, shit, I don't need him. I got my own brand. See, that's what Chrisean did. Once she built her brand up, but she thought that was tied to herself, she think, oh, I don't need him no more. Fuck it, I can do what I want to do. I could do what I want to do. I go fuck this nigga. I go fuck this nigga. I could get pregnant by another nigga. I don't give a fuck because I'm Chrisean Rock. Facts. Facts, Sharon. Chrisean like a doorknob. Everybody had a time. I'm just saying. She thought she was bigger than the program. You thought you was bigger than Blueface? But then when he got out, and he didn't really endorse you, a lot of people stopped messing with Chrisean after this. A lot of people her phone stopped ringing. Her money's going. Now she ain't seen that money she used to see. And Blueface has moved on. He's looking for a golden retriever. Blueface said he's looking for a golden retriever. Not a Chihuahua, not a French Bulldog, not a Wiener dog who be barking, ain't really ready for it. Because he said he's 101 Dalmatian. And Chrisean, you had every opportunity to be his golden retriever. When he went to jail, all you had to do was be his golden retriever. You left him for dead. You picked your emotions, self-love, over your man. And gentlemen, just remember this. Women would never love you more than they love themselves. They would never love you more than they love themselves. And this is why they're petty. This is why women are petty. Because Chrisean is being petty right now. She's here, you know, talking about what she want done to him, and he needs to die, and ain't nobody gonna be able to save him. And she is, you know, living her, you know, she's trying to reconcile back with her baby daddy. But her baby daddy's moved on. And once again, he's not even for sure her baby daddy. That kid is mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Come on, Mel. Y'all need to understand Chrisean. What'd you say, Sean? Yeah, I think she evil. I would not, you know.
Single. I'm gonna show that video where she claims that she's single, and then we'll go to the recent crash out.
All right, PSA. I'm just gonna make a PSA. I'm single. I know it's hard to believe.
Nobody get the views.
It's hard to believe, huh?
Nobody get the views.
Yeah.
And she said it right there. She's single. And she's ready to mingle. She's ready to mingle. But guess what? Which price was higher? You giving up your coochie to all these niggas that you don't even want? That you end up getting rid of? Now you lost a nigga that maybe meant more to you than what you thought he meant to you. So you paid the higher price of loss. Because if you didn't marry any one of those guys that you were with, Chrisean, that is an elbow. You taking an L, a huge L, because you took a gamble. Because you thought you the prize. You thought you were the prize. You thought you were that bitch. You didn't look at Blueface as, your man who put you on, who looked out for you, and you show us appreciation. No, you thought you deserved what he did for you. You thought you was entitled for him to put you on because you was a bad bitch. So your head got big, your ego got inflated. That's why you come on, I'm single. I'm single. What the Beyonce say, I'm a single lady? But that's what you fell under that Beyonce flag. And Beyonce tricked all you women. She ain't leaving Jay-Z. She ain't leaving Jay-Z.
Call me Miss Malone from now on. Miss Malone. Single now. Now I'm on my other. Yeah, I want to give a story time, but I don't really like nobody in my business no more. But I'm letting it be known, cause
What? Oh my God, Chrisean is single? The girl who is doing fake stunts and fake relationships to get Blueface's attention. Oh my gosh, she's actually single. What a shocker there. But anyways, the person who claims to not want to put people in her business, claims to not want to get a rise out of the internet and just focusing on what's important, is the same person who puts all of her business on the internet. She tells people where she is at what time. She tells people her location. She tells people all of these things. She goes between Blueface, who is a Crip, and her fake 20-year-old boyfriend, who is a Blood. She kind of tries to get them to beef, which each person has kind of subliminally took shots, to which that is igniting a gang war. And she thinks it's funny, all the while trying to get a rise out of Blueface. So that leads us to this recent crash out. So as I say, Blueface was doing a 20v1. She got on she got on a red eye, right away to be there the very next day to do hers. She does a 20v1, and then she sees the clips of his 20v1 where he says a girl looks like Junior. So that prompts her to then wish death on him again and say that he needs to lose his life. She then leaks his address and so on and so forth. Let me show you guys this and then I will be back.
all right, chat.
This is diabolical.
Where I'm at. So it's probably 3 a.m. where you at. I've been just worried about myself lately, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all don't see me in the mix of the drama. Cause I can't do drama right now. It's not healthy for me. And I've been doing real good, bro. I'm always doing real good. As soon as you know what I've been working on? Not letting people get to me through my son. Yeah, sure. You can get a picture. And you know, I've seen this all happen before, bro. I'm telling you, when a person think they gonna get over on me through my son for clicks and views, bro. You get me?
All right, so if y'all didn't catch that, that was another insinuation of Ronnie getting killed after she claims he did whatever for clicks and views for her son. So she's going after Blueface, but she's sending in the threat of how Ronnie lost his life. I'm gonna play it again, but just listen. She starts off by saying, I saw this happen before when people do clicks and views playing with my son. Again, for the people who didn't catch it, that is a direct threat saying that Blueface is gonna lose his life. But she goes on to say it verbatim after that. Just let's watch.
I've seen this all happen before, bro. I'm telling you, when a person think they gonna get over on me through my son for clicks and views, bro. You get me? That's crazy. When they kept dropping your name in my 20v1 or whatever, I kept P. Like they asked me like, what inspired you to do music? I looked down, start thinking like, I said Blueface. I didn't think about, oh, we beef right now, we not cool right now. I kept it G. He the only reason why I'm doing music. You feel me? Now I do gospel, you know, that's different now, but he the reason why I started that lane. For real. That's what inspired me. Him. Cool. Kept it G, bro.
Imagine that, a gospel rapper, singer, or whatever she is that's constantly wishing death on people, constantly sending threats saying that she's going to unalive them, and then turning around, running to church and singing gospel. And her fans think that because she go into that church building, she's making progress and at least she went to church. No, at least she needs to do change behavior. At least she needs to practice what she preached. At least what she needs to do is stop playing with God in the midst of her actually trying to get a reaction out of the real person she worships as a god, which is Blueface. Because let's be real here, she's really obsessed with Blueface. She worships him like a god, and the thought that he is not going to be with her, it burns her up, and she would rather he be dead than be with anybody else. I'm telling you, she really thinks that, you know, she's the one that makes him poppin', even though we only know about her because of him. She believes that they deserve to be together. And if they are not together, then she weaponizes him posting the son's hernia on the internet. Then she weaponizes every single thing that he's done to her. But as soon as he gives her the time of day and smiles in her face, oh, that's my best friend. Oh, that's my baby daddy. Oh, da 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 da. Like, you fine with him posting your son's private when you could laugh in his face, fan him, and bark like a dog. But when you're not in his presence, then you got a problem with him posting that post to Twitter and on the internet and everything else. No, stand on it. If you got a problem with it, have a problem with it and co-parent from a distance. Don't just weaponize the stuff that he does when you get mad. Your words mean nothing, absolutely nothing. But the only thing that actually needs to be taken serious from your words is these threats. Everything else that you say is hogwash. But let's continue listening.
They didn't even ask about me. You went out your way to say some goofy shit. You tell her, I'm not even gonna disrespect that girl, but you tell a girl she looked like our son.
Let it go, Chrisean. Let it go. You gotta let it go, baby. You gotta move on in life. Do the same thing you're doing when he was in prison. Get your new boyfriend. Get your new life, because Blueface moved on with his life. It's over. It's over. And, you know, if you really, really want a chance to show the world that you weren't being reckless, get that DNA test. Get that DNA test done, baby. Show the world how big a hole you was. And then we can accept you for who you are. We still love you, Chrisean. You're just a 304.
I'm at the airport, y'all. Then you got try to say Junior. What happened to his real nickname? You call him Sonny. You don't call him Junior. Because he's not a junior no more. You put his last name back from Malone to... I ain't gonna hold you. I'm changing my son's name back to Malone. He don't deserve... My son's name ain't Porter no more, bro. You know how disrespectful you are? To tell some female, she look like our kid, that's why you gonna say no and move on. Then you look at the female, she like ate up. Like, I don't get it though. I'm tagging something too. You did with the Shay Frost. A girl talk about a DNA test. She was like, that's my son. Why you ask that stupid ass question? You straight checked her. You straight checked her. Then to the next in a different 20v1, you didn't check nothing. You answered a chat, like disrespecting our kid. Yeah. I don't know how much disrespect I'm gonna keep taking from from his father. Be honest, bro. Real shit. I asked DDG and G Herbo for advice, cause that nigga about to lose his life. Keep playing with my son.
Was that a threat? Wow. Wow. Is she threatening?
Is she talking about the same DDG that she was trying to dog in her tweet, talking about how he showed up and he didn't have no money for Blue?
Did she just threaten? Damn. Diabolical. She petty. Chrisean is petty, man. Women are petty. Anything to win. No accountability. She had come out and said, you know what, I shouldn't have fucked those guys when he was in jail. She couldn't come out and say, I shouldn't have fucked the guy when we was together and got pregnant by another guy. I should have did the DNA test right away. You mean, Chrisean, while you was with Blueface, claiming he's your man, you let a nigga bust in you? That's diabolical. You let a whole nigga bust nut in you? You let, not only did you was with him and you was with another dude, you let that nigga drop the whole load in you on multiple occasions. She's a hoe. Damn.
Swear to goodness. I don't want that nigga. What the fuck? The hell? I'm trying to figure out Where could we come at a common ground without kid, without him disrespecting him just to get my attention? You get what I'm saying? That's it. That's why I'm making it to church. I gotta go to church. You know what I want to do? I want to turn my flight back around and run a car through his house.
Going from saying you want to go to church.
She want to run a car through his house. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel so we get some more. You know, Rufus going to bring y'all the news. You know, we're going to do a little Dirk trial. We're going to do a Dirk trial coming up soon here. We're going to get on top of that. We got a whole bunch more content coming for you. So subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the channel. We appreciate y'all. Hit the like button. But what we are talking about today is Chrisean being petty, man. Women are petty. Y'all petty. I heard Chrisean say one time, I shouldn't have been out here fucking with all these different dudes. All I hear her says, oh, he disrespected my child. He disrespected me because he's fucking with all these different girls. Chrisean, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Church and then saying that you want to run your car through his house is crazy work. But she is only using church as a front. She's not using church because she genuinely is seeking advice or guidance from the Lord. She's using church as a weapon for sympathy. Okay? She knows that once she pulls that crying card, once she pulls that going to church, God, I'm over him card, that her fans will cap for her and support it. And it is getting exhausting, but let's continue to listen.
That's why I'm making it to church. I gotta go to church. You know what I want to do? I want to turn my flight back around and run a car through his house and shoot him in the face. That's what I want to do.
Damn. Says she want to shoot him in the face, run a car through his house. Petty.
That's how mad people keep making me about my kid, bro. It's my only son. Y'all pissing me the fuck off. Straight up.
Going from going to church to then right in the next breath saying you want to run your car through his house to then escalating all the way to shooting him. That's not crazy to y'all? Like the escalation from one extreme to the next? I mean,
if I was Blueface, I'd keep an eye on her. Yeah, I think she's dangerous. I really believe that. I really believe what she say. I don't typically, I typically ignore women, but I wouldn't ignore her because the way she's talking as if she's done it before. Like she has experience, like she has access to something that can get this done. But if you do it, baby girl, this will get you a life sentence. So I would advise her to not carry out any of these threats because there's going to be these 15 plus years coming behind this. She already got a criminal history. So, Chrisean, you got away with it once with Ronnie. Don't try your luck. Because this time, you're on the internet. They got you on tape. They got receipts.
let's continue.
I'm just being honest, bro. Because at the end of the day, how long you gonna keep cyberbullying your kids?
How are you calling him that his kid and you don't even know if that's his kid? He doesn't even know he's the father. You won't do the DNA test. All of this could be solved, Chrisean, if you fucking do the DNA test. It can be done in less than 48 hours. All she has to do, head down to the medical examiner and take the DNA test. Have the baby take it. Blueface gonna give his blood. The baby, they're gonna take the blood from the baby and send it to a lab. You even got Steve Wilco saying he will do all this for you for free. The Steve Wilco show has volunteered to do the DNA test for Blueface and the baby for free.
Yeah, she going to jail. Yeah, I am. He keep fucking with my son? I am.
Now, I want to pause this crash out. Now, I'm going to play the rest of it. We're going to hear her leak his address and all that in a minute. But let me do a flashback to before Chrisean had a baby by Blueface, when she was the side chick to Blueface and she was getting into it with Jaden because Jaden was upset with her being the side chick and Jaden only had a son with him at that point. Let's hear what Chrisean said to Jaden and how she would be if Blueface had her in a certain predicament. Let's hear what she said I think it was like 5 or so years ago, and then we'll be back to listen to this crash out some more.
She's a baby mom, you know what I'm saying? She feels some type of way because, yeah, I was being touchy. I don't give a f***. He was toxic. This, he cool as shit. I think he's cute. I don't know. I'm a big baby. I'm clingy, but it's all genuine. It's not no me. Nigga, like nobody get the walk. That's off limits. So not gonna be. So don't even be scared. It's like, what are you scared for? I ain't even do shit with the nigga. Yeah. So like, it's like playing. So I'm just playing. So it's like I be confused. So that's the whole situation. Like for me, explaining my part about how I feel about the situation with the baby mom, feeling whatever she feel about me. I feel like it's a misunderstanding because she dumb as shit, you feel me, as a woman. Like, she don't love herself to know that. I don't even know, my nigga, like, the whole Blueface situation would be set up different, nigga. If this my baby father, we not fucking bitches together. That's that. I don't share you, that's that. Oh yeah, we got hella businesses together to run up. We gotta make this first $1 billion. He probably taking care of the bitch and not running it up with the bitch because he can't run it up with certain people. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel about the baby mother. It's not no. It's like real recognized real. And it's not, and I don't know her, so I'm just outside looking in. So my outside looking in is trying to consider everything for real. And all I can consider is how she's just a basic ass bitch for real. You feel me? And hating, you feel me? When she could have just been a little cool, like, alright, do you got something with my nigga? Oh, that's your nigga? Or can we talk about it? Like, you want to talk about it? Because we can talk about it. Because me, I'm about my money. I'm not about your nigga. I don't give a fuck who your nigga is. Because, not saying. Because before I came to the show, I was somebody. I'm not saying, I went to your page. You're nobody for real. You blue baby mother. Like, real shit. That's what it is. Bitch, if you really like that nigga, why is you like that with that nigga? Like, why is you with that nigga and he do that to you? Like, I see if you was just fucking him and y'all made money together. And you know what he do. But even if, like, at least try to, I don't know. I never relate to that. Because, look, me, all my niggas was my boyfriends. Like, solid. Like, I kind of, like, feel me? Like, married. So, I don't give a fuck if you Blueface. I don't give a fuck if you Chris Brown. If I can't wife you, I can't really fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? I can't really, oh, I'm gonna be a wife for you, I'm gonna be this for you one day. I'm gonna have your child. Why the fuck you wanna have a child with a nigga that don't wanna put just his dick in you, bro? I'm just saying. You feel me? Like, that's just me. Like, say if y'all slip up, whoopty, nutty, nigga, go get that abortion, bro. You gonna be over here tripping like a dumbass. Oh, cause it's the baby that brought his clothes. Bitch, you didn't have to have that baby, bro. And you looking out for yourself cause you thought smaller. Unless that nigga just said, don't get rid of my baby, whoopty. But I still don't understand why would you listen. I don't know, like, I don't know her. So, like, if I got a son, and I feel like I got pull up on Blue because he disrespected me, I'm gonna take me and my son, whatever I got in my account, and dip. You feel me? Dip. Take me, my son, and dip. And then what else I do? Flip that shit into some peas, make some more money out the money that I just got from that account because that money is gonna go fast because I got used to living a lifestyle that I don't want to trade up. Then I gotta start shit that I was holding back because I was scared because I was in a toxic relationship and couldn't think for like she is dumb as shit. This probably pays her bills. He do everything. Man, I don't know how that feel. Feel me? I pay my rent. I do everything. So how he already paying for you for free. You living for free because you got a baby. He probably would be doing that without the baby. He could cut you off easier if you didn't have the baby. He would carry you different if you didn't have a baby because you're weird. Or like y'all have this real love type relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. Like, that's what I'm saying. I can't even speak on that. I don't know. But I'm speaking on what happened. So like, you're weird. Boss up. What are you talking about? Fuck out of here. I ain't gonna chase you in my bag. Fuck that. You can have that little bag. I'm gonna make more. Like, if you can't really think like that little bitch, then you is weird. Like, that's what I'm saying. You came and chased me down. That's when you was supposed to chase down your bag, right when you felt like you had to chase me down. Straight up. I'm just calling it out because, not saying, but you only got like 145,000 followers. You're nobody. Not saying, but you nobody. Like, you're cute. Basic. Like, like what? I'm cute when I get real. Like, nigga. Sheesh. I'm dragging right now, bro. I don't give a fuck. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. If you know yourself, you know yourself, bro. You know not to pull up like that. That was weird. I would never pull up for no ever like that. Ever. I don't care on Crip, on gang, whatever you are, bro. You're not even a Crip. You wear so much blue. Like, Crips don't even move like that. These are some real little niggas, and it's crazy because he carry you like he a real nigga, like you just one of those bitches that's just like he put in a box for real. That he have to deal with you. He love you. He attached. But the nigga trying. What type of shit? Like, that's all I gotta say. And then it's not even funny. The reason why I feel like I want to speak on this because it's like, nigga, I'm not in this for a temporary deal with Blue, bro. I'm in this shit forever, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm in this shit forever. Like, nigga don't know who he met. We ready to run this shit up the right way.
All right, so as you see that flashback video, everything that she said Jaden was silly for putting up with is everything that she put up with a whole lot less. She talked about how, oh, he's probably taking care of her. He's probably giving her money. She's putting up with the disrespect with a lot less. Now, let's go back to the current crash out, and then I'll give my final thoughts at the end.
At the end of the day, how long you gonna keep cyberbullying your kids? Yeah, she going to jail. Yeah.
Just have a DNA test. Let's start there first, right? Let's start with the DNA test. Let's get that out the way. We can start with the basic fundamentals of the DNA test will help things become a lot more clearer. a lot more concise, right? Then if the baby's not his, then you could quit calling the baby his father, right? Then you can leave him alone. Because what she's trying to do is leverage the baby against him. Oh, if he keeps my baby, I'm going to do something to him. Da 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 da. Would you get the DNA test? Because that DNA test comes back that Blueface the father, you would probably get a couple of hundred bands. Just to do what Desita? Well, why? Let's do the DNA test then. Why isn't it done? She got some money. Money's not the issue, Desita. Just get it done. What's the holdup? Why are you doing all this talking instead of getting the DNA test done? If you're claiming he's father, okay, fine. Let's get the DNA test done. You didn't put his name on the birth certificate for a reason. Why you didn't put him as the father on the birth certificate? Why? Get the DNA test done. That's step one. 2, Chrisean, you need to move on. You need to move on with your life, right? Just like you was doing when he was in jail. Act the same way you was acting when he was locked up. Don't act different now. Because when he was locked up, you said you're single. When you was locked up, you had 2 different boyfriends. You were living your life, your best life, you said. That's step 2. Step 3, quit threatening people online. You're incriminating yourself. Because then if something happens, the people are going to come take you away from your child. Stupid. You need to go and sit your ass down somewhere instead of talking about you going to kill somebody and figure out, let's get this DNA test done. And then if he's the father, Blueface probably going to give you some money. He's probably going to give you a couple bands, like 100,000 plus. Probably ship that to your account ASAP. Because he's the type, he's going to take care of his kids. Just get the DNA test done. But you're doing all this talking talking about what you're going to do and how you feel disrespected, how you disrespecting the kid, which you're claiming is his, but we don't know for sure. There's no 100% sure saying that's his kids. Because you're fucking somebody else, obviously, and they was dumping in you. Wow. You was with Blueface. That's what you can do. Let's get the blood test.
I am. He keep fucking with my son? I am. He keep fucking with my son. I am. Cause y'all think shit funny, clicks and giggles, bro. But it's cool. I'm gonna take a little break from Instagram. I'm gonna try calm down. But keep fucking with my son, I'm gonna end up in jail. And then DDG, you his friend, bro. Why you not saying that to him? The way you love your kid and fight for your kid, why you not saying nothing?
Come on, Chrisean. Now you're trying to bring DDG. All you gotta do is get the DNA test. You're hollering about DDG. Talk to him. Everybody thinks you a hoe, Chrisean. Nobody respect what you did. Nobody respects what you did, how you carried yourself. So they're not going to get involved. They're not going to talk shit on you, because they like Blueface. Blueface is the homie, right? They respect him. But all you got to do is do your part. That DNA test will help. You guys won't get back together, but the DNA test will settle on how much money you're going to get, type of lifestyle you're going to get. Get to it, Chrisean. Get the DNA motherfucking test. But you women are so petty. Y'all want to sit up here and drag it out. Y'all want to sit here and blame, constantly blame. You're blaming Blueface for everything. You blame him for your struggles. You blame him for you not know who the baby daddy is. You blame him for you being promiscuous while he was in prison. You blame him for moving on with his life. You blame him for why you feel the way you feel. And this is what women do. Right? Instead of solutions, they want to, soak in their emotional disparity. They don't want solutions. They don't want solutions. They don't want to do the right thing. All she got to do is get the DNA test. You get the DNA test, you're done. But women are so petty, she wants to drag his name through the mud instead of getting the DNA test.
Girl, why do you keep trying to put DDG in the middle of your mess with Blueface? Like, first you talking about, oh, he ain't put no money in your pockets. Then you going to him for advice. Then you want him to advocate for you and your son after you always trying to drag his name in some mess. I mean, how do you know what he not telling him? Blueface is a grown-ass man, just like you are a grown woman with a child. Can't nobody make you do anything other than what you do, and can't nobody make Blueface do anything other than what he do. He grown, you grown. Y'all both play games with one another. He gets a rise out of you, you get a rise out of him. All of it is toxic beyond measure, and the cycle repeats over and over and over and over again. Nobody needs to step in the middle of your mess. You need to demand respect for yourself. You need to demand respect for your child. And the way that you do that is stop watching everything that Blueface is doing. If you see a post with Blueface, scroll past it. If you see somebody tag you in some mess that got to do with Blueface, block them. If you see anything revolving around him, don't listen to it. And you know what you should do? Pay attention to your child. Do what you got to do. If you want to do gospel today, rap music tomorrow, you want to run into church, do what you need to do to elevate your life for you and your son. And watch how things turn around for you for the better. As long as you continue to worship Blueface like a god. I mean, she worshiped Blueface to the point to where she talks exactly like him. He got out of jail saying stuff about, when he was ranting about Angela, talking about likeliness and all of these words and terms that he was using from jail, she immediately in all of her lives was talking exactly like him. He do this,
She does not worship Blueface. Blueface wants a golden retriever, and she's a British bulldog. She's a Chihuahua. She's a wiener dog. She does not worship Blueface, not even a little bit. She wants Blueface to serve her. That's what she wants him to do. She wants to go. She wants Blueface to come back to serving her purpose. Help her get her money up. If she worshiped him, she wouldn't have went out and disrespected the name. She would have put a name on the birth certificate. But she didn't. And we don't even know if that's the father. She knows that's not the dad. She's smart. She knows that looks like that other dude. She wants Blueface to serve her. She doesn't worship Blueface. She's just trying to manipulate him to get back with her so she can get back to getting the bag.
She do that. He act like this. She doesn't have her own identity. The moment that you actually get your own identity, pour into your child, you will see how much more positive things will happen. But you keep chasing behind Blueface, chasing for a reaction behind Blueface, trying to prove a point to the women that Blueface is dealing with. You're going to,
because that was her life source. That was her money man. She's looking to use him. She want to continue to use him. Right? She wants them other women not to profit from him like she was. And she thought that she was bigger than the program. She thought, I don't need Blueface. I go, fuck this dude, fuck that dude. I'm single. But when she saw that her money wasn't the same, now she wants him back. She wants Blueface to serve her. She doesn't want to serve Blueface. Because she did, she would have held it down while he was in prison. She would have made sure that she wasn't fucking other dudes on him.
to continue to be in this toxic cycle. Now, Blueface also plays the pity patty game of being petty and getting a rise out of her too. And he's going to stay in this toxic mess as well until something bad happens. Words have power. Now, again, Chrisean words mean absolutely nothing, but the threats that she makes, that should be taken serious. Now, when she says, oh, I don't want Blueface, I'm over him, or when she pretends to have these new boyfriends, hogwash. But when she makes these threats, she is trying to manifest that. She is like really soaking in that. And Blueface needs to take it serious, but he doesn't. He thinks it's funny. He likes her being obsessed over him. He likes the crash out because it shows that she.
No, I don't think Blueface likes it at all. Because if he liked it, he would have her back already. Blueface has moved on.
She is paying attention to him. The moment that she stops paying attention to him, stops stalking him, looking after everything he does and trying to match his energy. Oh, he get a new girl, let me get a new guy. He fuck a new girl, let me fuck a new guy. Like as long as she stops that cycle, her world will turn around. She will get more support. She will get a lot more, but she has this haze over her and she needs to get with the program. Now, let's listen to some more, but one thing DDG and anybody else needs not do is get in the middle. Don't get in the middle. But again, you don't know what DDG is telling him and not telling him. Let's continue to listen.
Y'all want to see this nigga in a grave. That's why. It's not a threat. It's a promise.
Whoa! Whoa! She doubled down on it. Oh my gosh. Did she just say it's not a threat, it's a promise? Oh, she took that guy Ronnie out then. No doubt. Whoa. That was diabolical right there. She said it's not a nigga. I see why Blueface got security. He got security for her. Not I think he believes her. This is a type of woman here that she doesn't go out without a bang, right? But none of the women are coming on my platform saying Chrisean is wrong. She is diabolical. How you gonna say? Hold on, let's do that again. I want to say that again. I just can't believe I heard that.
Graham. Now let's listen to some more. But one thing DDG and anybody else needs not do is get in the middle. Don't get in the middle. But again, you don't know what DDG is telling him and not telling him. Let's continue to listen.
Y'all want to see this nigga in the grave. That's why. It's not a threat. It's a promise. Over my dead body, y'all not gonna keep bullying my kid for clip views, bro.
And then about an hour later,
She's delusional. Yeah. And this is a thing, somebody somewhere. She's so delusional. She thinks that Blueface belongs to her. And she's using the kid, even though we don't know if he's the father or not. She's using the kid to keep like her fans engaged. That this is why I want him dead. This is why I want to kill him, because he keeps disrespecting my kid. And how she's saying he's disrespecting the kid because he's not spending time with them. He's not being around them. Chrisean, all you have to do is get the DNA test. Yeah, she's dating another guy. He's moved on. Blueface has moved on. Blueface does not want her back. She's not a golden retriever. She's not a golden retriever. She had somebody somewhere. When he went to see, this is one thing about men, right? When we go to jail, if we do go to jail, and you want to prove to be our ride or die, and you want us to really look at you in a way where you're very important, you need to ride that bit with us. That is a huge, huge brownie point. That will get you a long fucking way with men. But she did the opposite. And when you do that, this is your results. Yes, you're pit bull. She ain't playing.
It's deeper than that. You get what I'm saying? You did it already. When he first came out, boom. Called him Charles Barkley. Exposed his hernia, which is his genitals, his penis. Now you at a 20v1 telling Shorty she look like our kid for clicks and views. But somebody need to save Blueface. Hashtag save Blueface. Don't say it now. Because when it's too late, I don't want to hear save Blueface when it's too late. You keep talking about go get your son help. Bitch, I got all of that down. All of that down by myself. Y'all see how he's standing up? Nigga, that didn't come from overnight. That came from putting work in with my little nigga. Fuck. Straight up. It's alright. His address is 186 Juniper Drive. For everybody.
This girl.
Ooh, she gave up the Addy. No, not. She did worse than drop a location. She gave the Addy. Boy, she better pray and hope that nothing happens to him at that house or anywhere. She will be the center of an investigation. They will lock her up. They will gather. They will find a shooter. And they will use this against her. Let me remind people on YouTube, anything you say on here can and will be used against you. The feds are watching. The state is watching. All these videos, all these things are reviewed. The police are always watching. This is how Young Thug got caught up on a video, a music video. That's how Lil Durk got caught up on a music video. This YouTube is no different. And Chrisean is in her emotions, and she's not thinking clearly. She just made, not once, but twice, but 3 threats, and then said it was a promise. She said it's not a threat, it's a promise. She being petty, man. And this just proved, this is indictment on women. This is an indictment on you guys. You guys are petty. No matter how much y'all fuck up, no matter how much y'all fucking fuck niggas over, at the end of the day, if y'all think this shit should be put back together, then, and the man doesn't want to agree with you guys, then y'all start doing stuff like this. You turn the kid against him. You go and fuck his best friend. You go and do shit. See, women, you guys are diabolical. Y'all know how to make it hurt. Y'all know how to stick a knife in the back and twist it, turn it. Y'all diabolical. And Chrisean is an indictment on you women. That if you can't have your way, you burn the house down. You know, I don't know why Chrisean won't get that DNA test. I don't know why she wasn't get that motherfucking DNA test. So we can get all this out the way. This will make things clear as fans of Chrisean and Blueface. This will give us clarity. If she gets that DNA test, this would give us clarity. And Steve Wilk from the the little talk show host, he's already volunteered to do the DNA test for free. So she doesn't even have to pay for it. This, you have to take that test, and this will give us clarity. This will give us clarity. All we want is clarity. You sitting here, pointing the finger at Blueface, messing with your kid. He needs to be a father to his kid and all this stuff. We want the truth. We want to know if that's his baby. We want 100% proof. That's what, give the people what they want, Chrisean. Give the people what they want. Give the people what they want.
And how she...
Get the people what they want, Chrisean. We want the truth. I'm in the show. Thank y'all for coming. Hit the subscribe button for more. I'm going to do a part 2 on this because I got some more information, but I have things I have to do. Subscribe so you can be notified. Hit the notification button. You're going to hit the Cash App. Support the show. Greatly appreciate it. If not, you're still greatly appreciated. Thank you for coming to the show. Once again, I'm going to do a part 2 on this, probably tonight. I'm going to do a part 2 on this, Chrisean. If somebody give me a Cash App right now, I'll continue it now. I need $10 Cash App to continue this. And I will go ahead and continue this now. But hit the like button, subscribe. And I will do a part 2 later on. So hit the notification bell so you'll be notified. And I'm out. Shall I wait for somebody to send the Cash App? Nah, I don't think it's going to be happening. I'm going to wait 1 minute for people to send the $10 Cash App. I'll continue the show. We'll put the show on. $10. But yeah, Chrisean is a detriment to society. She is, what's up, Nightish? Chrisean is to show that women are petty. Women are fucking petty. And she's holding a baby that might not even be his against him. And this is diabolical. You women know this. We don't even know if he's the dad or not. We don't even know if Chrisean is if we don't even know if Blueface is the father or not. But she keeps saying, his father. His father. All right, I'm out. Thank you for coming.